Imagine a world where half the population has no voice, no right to vote, no say in shaping the future. This was the reality for women across the globe for centuries, but a powerful movement changed everything. This is the story of women's suffrage, the fight for women's right to vote. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're diving deep into one of the most significant social movements in modern history, women's suffrage. We'll explore its origins, key figures, and the global impact of this fight for equality. So let's get started. The roots of the women's suffrage movement can be traced back to the early 19th century, a time when industrialization was reshaping society. Women were expected to remain in the private sphere, working in the home or in low-paying jobs with little opportunity to influence public life. Susan B. Anthony, Emmeline Pankhurst, and Sojourner Truth, these are just a few of the brave women who led the charge for voting rights. Their relentless activism, speeches, and demonstrations brought the issue to the forefront of society. Each of these women played a crucial role in advancing the cause. For example, Susan B. Anthony in the United States was arrested for voting illegally in 1872, but her actions brought national attention to the movement. The path to victory was long and fraught with challenges. Suffragettes faced imprisonment, ridicule, and even violence. In the early 20th century, women in both the UK and the US intensified their campaigns, often risking their lives to make their voices heard. By the 1910s, suffrage movements were reaching their peak. Women's protests became headline news, and their persistence was finally starting to break through. But it wasn't just in the West. Women around the world, from New Zealand to Finland to Mexico, were taking a stand and demanding the right. In the United States, the turning point came in 1920 with the passage of the 19th Amendment, granting women the right to vote. It was a monumental victory, but it was only the beginning of a global movement. Women in other countries soon followed. In the UK, women over 30 gained the right to vote in 1918, with full voting rights coming in 1928. Across the globe, from Europe to Latin America to Asia, suffrage movements led to sweeping reforms. However, for many women, especially women of color, today the legacy of the women's suffrage movement lives on. Millions of women around the world to exercise their right to vote, a right that was hard-earned through decades of perseverance and activism. The women's suffrage movement didn't just win voting rights, it paved the way for greater equality in education, employment, and politics. It reminds us of the power of collective action and the importance of fighting for what's right. Thanks for watching this episode on women's suffrage. If you found this video informative, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with others. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel for more historical deep dives. Until next time, let's keep learning from the past to build the be.